Okay, good morning students. Today we are going to start the second part of the famous chapter Sound of Music. In this chapter there are two parts, but we are going to start today the part second. Here the writer has given you the knowledge of world famous Sahnai player, that is our Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was awarded with the Bharat Ratna, the most prestigious award of our nation. So here we are going to read about him, the Sahnai of Bismillah Khan. Sahnai is a musical instrument that is shown in this picture also. I will show you later. Here at the starting, writer has given some pictures of the world famous musicians. Now your work is to identify each and every picture, just like he is Ustad Zakir Hussain, the world famous tabla player. He is Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia, world famous flute player. Like this, there are pictures, other pictures also. So this is for you. This is the work of you, that you should gather the knowledge of these pictures. So in this chapter, as you will read, writer has divided this chapter into two parts. In first 3 or 4 paragraphs, writer has introduced this musical instrument Sahnai, how this Sahnai came into the existence, when the people used to start playing Sahnai. Then in the second part, after 3 or 4 paragraphs, from paragraph number 4, writer has given you the introduction of Bismillah Khan, who is Bismillah Khan and how he evolved as a world famous Sahnai player. So you can see here, this is the picture of that musical instrument Sahnai, and beside this there is one more musical instrument that is called Pungi. So we are going to start our chapter. In the first paragraph, writer has started this paragraph with the history of Sahnai, how this Sahnai get evolved, आखिर ये सहनाई अस्तित्व में आई कैसे. So Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of a musical instrument called Pungi in the royal residence because it has an unpleasant sound. Before Sahnai, there was a musical instrument that was called Pungi. You can see the picture of this instrument here. Before Sahnai, this Pungi instrument was played. But at the time of Aurangzeb, when he became the emperor, he banned this musical instrument. Why he banned this musical instrument? Because according to him, that musical instrument made an unpleasant sound. Now the Pungi became the generic name for the reeded sound makers, noise makers. Here is the generic name. The meaning is given, a name given to the class or group as a whole. Means उस टाइम पर ऐसा हो गया था कि जो लोग भी हल्ला मचाते थे, जो लोग भी शोर मचाते थे, उनको नाम दे दिया जाता था पुंगी प्लेयर्स, मतलब पुंगी बजाने वाले. Few had thought that it would one day be revived. लेकिन उस समय भी कुछ लोग ऐसा सोचते थे कि एक ना एक दिन तो आएगा, कोई ना कोई तो ऐसा आएगा जो पुंगी को रिवाइव करेगा, रीबर्थ करेगा, उसको फिर से आगे लेके आएगा. A barber of a family of professional musicians who had access to the royal palace decided to improve the tonal quality of Pungi. Now a barber came in front. He has access to royal family, means he can go inside the royal palace. He decided to change that quality of that Pungi, the tonal quality of that Pungi. He chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem that was longer and broader than Pungi. For that he chose a pipe, a natural pipe, longer and broader than that Pungi. Then he made 7 holes on the body of the pipe, and he also made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. And when he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. Then he started playing like this, opening and closing the holes of this musical instrument. Sometime he closed this, sometime he opened this, sometime he closed this, then open this, and a sweet, melodious sound was produced. He played that instrument before royals, and everyone was impressed. He played that instrument in the court, before the royal families, and everyone was impressed by the tonal quality of that instrument. The instrument was different from the pungi, so it had to given a new name. अब pungi से अलग था, नया नाम देना था. So as the story goes, as the people said that since it was first played in the Shah chambers, means in the court of Shah, in the court of emperor, that's why, and played by a nai. So they combined these two words. Shah means king and nai means the player of that instrument, and that becomes a new name, Sehnai, and that become the name of this instrument, Sehnai. The sound of Sehnai began to be considered auspicious. Auspicious means something related to religion. With the passing of time, the sound of that Sehnai was associated with the religion. As for the reason, it is still played in the temples and is an indissoluble component of any North Indian wedding. Now, you can see that in every wedding, every North Indian wedding, Sehnai is a must music instrument. It is played in pictures, in movies. You can see that people sit and playing pum 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 pum. In the past, Sehnai was part of a Naubat, a traditional assemblance of 9 instruments found at the royal courts. In the past time also, Sehnai has a great place. It has a place in the 9 main instruments played in the royal courts. Now, coming to the Ustad Bismillah Khan, from here, writer has started the introduction of Ustad Bismillah Khan. Ustad Bismillah Khan, when he was only 5 years old, he used to play Gulli Danda, a game played with sticks, near a pond in ancient state of Dumrao that was situated in Bihar. This was the childhood of our Bismillah Khan. He regularly go to nearby Bihari Ji temple to sing Bhojpuri Chaita. Chaita is a traditional folk song of Bihar. He regularly go to Bihari Ji temple to sing that Chaita, to sing that song. Only because after singing that song, he would get a laddu of 1.25 kg. After singing that song, the king of that place gave him a huge laddu of 1.25 kg. And to earn that laddu, every day he used to go to that temple and sing the Chaita. This happens 80 years ago. And the little boy has travelled far to earn the highest civilian award in India, the Bharat Ratna. This happens 80 years ago, means 80 years ago he used to go to the temple to earn his reward, the first reward, that laddu. And after 80 years, he earned the reward, highest award in India, the Bharat Ratna. Now in the 4th paragraph, Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1960, and he was born in a well-known musician's family of Bihar. His grandfather, Rasul Baks Khan, was the Sehnai Nawaz of Bhojpur King's Court. He was the famous player of Sehnai. He was titled with the Sehnai Nawaz. His father, Paigambar Baks, and the another paternal ancestors were also great Sehnai players. His father, his grandfather, his uncles, all were famous Sehnai players. Means from the childhood, he has an atmosphere of Sehnai playing. The young boy took to music early in life. At the age of 3, when his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncle practicing the Sehnai. In his maternal side also, everybody was a musician. He was born in the family of music. That's why from his early childhood he was interested towards the music. When his mother bring him to the maternal uncle's house, he was mesmerized. एकदम आकर्षित हो जाता था जब देखता था कि उसके मामा लोग कैसे सहनाई बजाते हैं. Soon Bismillah started accompanying his uncle Ali Baks to the Vishnu temple of Banaras, where the Baks was employed to play the Sehnai. Very soon, when he became 5 or 6 years old, he would accompany, मतलब साथ में जाता था, to with his maternal uncle to play the Sehnai. Slowly, he started getting lessons in playing the instrument and would sit practicing throughout the day. After 5 or 6 years, at the age of 11 or 12, he started practicing how to play the Sehnai. For years to come, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maiya and the banks of Ganga became the young apprentice's favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. He started practicing the Sehnai, the lessons of Sehnai in many places. At the age of 14, Bismillah accompanied his uncle to the Allahabad Music Conference. At the age of 14, in such a small age, he go to the Allahabad Music Conference, a huge conference. At the end of his recital, Ustad Fayyaz Khan patted the young boy's back and said, "Work hard and you shall make it." He played there his Sehnai. And everybody who was present in that conference was fascinated by his way of playing, his tonal quality, his rags. And the famous musician of that time, Ustad Fayyaz Khan, was so much impressed with the Bismillah Khan that he patted him, आया एकदम ऐसे ऐसे थपथपाया, and said, "Work hard, और मेहनत करो, you shall make it, एक दिन बहुत फेमस हो जाओगे." And with the opening of All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938, that was a big break for Bismillah Khan. Because after that day, after 1938, after the opening of the radio in Lucknow, he started playing Sehnai in that radio station. And when India gained his independence on 15th August 1947, Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Sehnai. Remember, in 1947, 15th August 1947, when our first flag was hoisted, he was the man who was playing the Sehnai at that auspicious occasion. He poured his heart out into the Raag Kafi from the Red Fort to an audience which included Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. For the first time from the Red Fort, he was the musician who played Sehnai. And he poured all his knowledge, all his experiences, his heart into that Sehnai playing. And that became the world famous rag of that Sehnai. His audience include the ministers, prime ministers, and everybody was watching him. And he was pouring his heart in that Sehnai. Bismillah Khan has given many memorable performances both in India and abroad. His first trip abroad was to the Afghanistan, where King Jahir Shah was so taken in by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. He has made his presence in India and abroad also. He has given a lot of performances in India and abroad also. In Afghanistan, his first trip to the abroad, to the foreign country, was in Afghanistan, where the king of Afghanistan was so much impressed by the Bismillah Khan that he gave him priceless carpets and other souvenirs. Souvenirs means prizes. The king of Afghanistan was not only the one to be fascinated with Bismillah Khan's music. Film directors Vijay Bhatt was so impressed after hearing Bismillah play at the festival that he named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Sehnai. The film stars, film directors of our country were so impressed by the music of Bismillah Khan that Vijay Bhatt had named his film after him. विजय भट्ट ने एक फिल्म ही बना डाली जिसका नाम था गूंज उठी सहनाई. He was so impressed with Bismillah Khan. The film was a hit and one of the Bismillah Khan's compositions, दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया, turned out to be the nationwide chartbuster. फिल्म बहुत ज्यादा हिट हुई और उसका एक गाना दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया तुम लोगों ने भी सुना होगा, नहीं सुना होगा तुम्हारे पापा लोगों ने जरूर सुना होगा. That was a chartbuster, a very famous song of his time. Despite this huge success in this world, Bismillah Khan's ventures in film music were limited to two. He was most famous musician in the world, but in films he has not taken part. Only one or two, एक दो फिल्मों में ही उन्होंने म्यूजिक दिया. एक तो आपके ये हो गई, दूसरी थी one of the कन्नड़ा मूवी संधई अपनम. But Bismillah Khan was a very big musician. Awards and recognitions came thick and fast, means came in a row. जल्दी उनको बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स, बहुत सारा नाम मिलता गया. Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to be invited to perform at prestigious Lincoln Central Hall in United States of America. He was the first musician from the India. He was the first man from the India who got a chance to play his Sehnai in that place in Lincoln Central Hall. That is a world famous place. He also took part in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival and in the Osaka Trade Fair. In the very famous places he used to go and play his Sehnai. He was called for that. He was invited for that. National awards like Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan and the Padma Vibhushan were conferred on him. इंडिया के जो सबसे बड़े बड़े अवार्ड्स हैं, भारत रत्न, पद्म श्री, पद्म भूषण, पद्म विभूषण, सारे अवार्ड्स उनको दिए गए. He was such a famous person. In 2001, Ustad Bismillah Khan was awarded India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. In 2001, he was awarded with the highest civilian award. इंडिया का जो सबसे बड़ा अवार्ड है सिविलियंस के लिए वो उनको दिया गया, दैट इज भारत रत्न. विद द coveted award resting on his chest and his eyes glittering with the rare happiness, he said. और जब उनको वो भारत रत्न दिया गया ना, he was overwhelmed with the joy. खुशी से एकदम बेचारे भर गए थे. His eyes were glittering with the his eyes were glittering with happiness. खुशी से आंखों में चमक आ गई थी, रोने लग गए थे, आंसू भर गए थे. And he said, all I would like to say is, मेरे अवार्ड मिलने के बाद जो कुछ भी मैं कहना चाहता हूं वो सिर्फ इतना है, टीच योर चिल्ड्रन म्यूजिक. अपने बच्चों को म्यूजिक सिखाइए. दिस इज हिंदुस्तान रिचेस्ट ट्रेडिशन. क्यों म्यूजिक सिखाइए? बिकॉज ये हमारे देश का सबसे पुराना, सबसे अच्छा, सबसे समृद्ध ट्रेडिशन है. रिचेस्ट ट्रेडिशन ऑफ आवर कंट्री. इवन द वर्ल्ड, द वेस्ट इज नाउ कमिंग टू लर्न अवर म्यूजिक. आज विदेश के लोग हमारा म्यूजिक, हमारा जो ओरिजिनल हिंदुस्तानी म्यूजिक है वो सीखना चाह रहे हैं. बट our children are not interested in that. Our children are interested in jazz, rock, pop, rap music. They are not interested in our Hindustani music. Teach them that music. This is very important. This is the richest tradition of our country. In spite of having traveled all over the world, Khan Sahab, as he is fondly called, is exceedingly fond of Banaras and Dumrao, and they remain for him the most wonderful towns of the world. पूरी दुनिया में घूमते थे, पूरी दुनिया में वो अपनी परफॉर्मेंस देते थे. But from the heart he was shifted to Banaras and Dumrao. हार्ट से, दिल से हमेशा वो बनारस और डुमराव में ही रहना चाहते थे. उनके लिए ये दोनों प्लेस वर द मोस्ट वंडरफुल टाउन्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, दुनिया की सबसे अच्छी जगह थी उनके लिए, बनारस और डुमराव। अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ हिज वंस वांटेड हिम टू हेड अ सहनाई स्कूल इन यूएसए। दिस इज द स्टोरी ऑफ हिज लाइफ। वन ऑफ हिज स्टूडेंट सेड हिम that you should open an Sehnai school in United States of America, and the student promised to recreate the atmosphere of Banaras by replicating the temples there, and also he promised him that I will make a Banaras in that place. आप यूएसए में स्कूल खोलिए, आपके आसपास बनारस का सीन क्रिएट कर देंगे, जैसे जैसे टेम्पल्स यहां पर है ना, उसी टाइप के टेम्पल्स हम वहां पर बनवा देंगे आपके लिए, बट please come to the America and open a Sehnai school. But Khan Sahab asked him if he would be able to transport river Ganga as well. उन्होंने कहा yes, I can come. खान साहब ने बड़े प्यार से कहा ठीक है मैं आ जाऊंगा, अमेरिका में आ जाऊंगा, वहां पर रहना शुरू कर दूंगा, वहां पर मैं सहनाई स्कूल चलाऊंगा, तुम लोगों को सहनाई बजाना सिखाऊंगा, बट इफ ओनली यू कैन ट्रांसपोर्ट रिवर गंगा टू अमेरिका। लेकिन अगर सिर्फ एक कंडीशन है, ये जो गंगा माता है, ये जो रिवर गंगा है, इसको भी तुम अमेरिका में ले आओ। मीन्स दैट इज इम्पॉसिबल। हाउ टू ट्रांसपोर्ट अ रिवर टू डिफरेंट कंट्री, दिस इज इम्पॉसिबल। एंड ही वॉज सो फैसिनेटेड बाय द गंगा, दिस सेंटेंस शोज कितना ज्यादा प्यार करते थे वो बनारस से, गंगा से, डुमराव से। लेटर ही इज रिमेंबर्ड टू हैव सेड दिस इज वाई whenever I am in foreign country I keep yearning to see Hindustan. का गंगा is the main reason, बनारस is the main reason, डुमराव is the main reason कि मैं पूरी वर्ल्ड में कहीं भी रहूं मुझे हमेशा अपने देश की याद आती रहती है। While in Mumbai I think of only Banaras and the holy Ganga, and while in Banaras I miss the unique Matha of Dumrav. He said, दुनिया में कहीं भी रहूं मुझे बनारस और गंगा की याद हमेशा आती रहती है। आई वुड मिस दीज टू थिंग्स एवरी टाइम इन अदर प्लेसेस ऑफ अवर कंट्री आल्सो। अपने देश के भी अलग अलग जगहों पे रहूं, मुंबई में रहूं, दिल्ली में रहूं, मुझे हमेशा बनारस याद आता रहता है, मुझे वो गंगा की लहरें हमेशा याद आती रहती हैं। उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान्स लाइफ इज अ परफेक्ट एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द रिच कल्चरल हेरिटेज ऑफ इंडिया, one that effortlessly accepted that a devout Muslim like him can very naturally play the Sehnai every morning at the Kashi Vishwanath temple. The life of Ustad Bismillah Khan was a perfect example of our country, of our cultural heritage. Sehnai, a instrument that is called auspicious. Sehnai, an instrument that is played mainly in the temples, mainly at the time of puja, mainly at the time of weddings. See the culture of our country. A Muslim man is playing that instrument Sehnai in the temple, a place for the Hindu religion. A Muslim man is playing Sehnai at the time of puja. A Muslim man is playing Sehnai at the time of wedding. This is the cultural heritage of our country. Ustad Bismillah Khan passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90 after the prolonged illness. In 21st August 2006, he was passed away, he was died after a long illness. He was given a state funeral and the government of India declared one day of national mourning. At the time of his death, our country paid a homage to that great soul and announced one day national mourning. Means एक दिन का राष्ट्रीय शोक भी announce किया गया. See, he is such a famous personality of Sehnai playing, Ustad Bismillah Khan. Everybody know him. Everybody wants to know about him. He was the master of Sehnai playing. I will also send you a YouTube link with my video about the life of Bismillah Khan. After watching that, YouTube link, you will also come to know the life of Bismillah Khan in a more broader way. So students, if you have any problem in this chapter, you can contact me in my WhatsApp. So this is the end of your chapter, and in our next class we will start a different chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.